Hey guys, it's your boy Sushi here with another NTE video. So in this video, we're going to be looking at a CN streamers tier list from the CN launch. I've seen a lot of different tier lists, and I think this one is the best one so far, so I will be discussing it with you guys. I will also add the link for this tier list in the description to give credit to the creator, and you guys can also check it out yourself. Keep in mind that this is based off the CN launch and the footage is from the beta, so things are subject to change upon global release on April 29th. Alright guys, so this is the tier list right here. Keep in mind that this was directly translated from Chinese with Google Translate, so there might be a spelling error, a name difference, or something like that. Let's take a look at the bottom where there is information about what each tier represents. So tier 0 performs exceptionally well against world bosses and in the outer realms, highlighting the character's strengths and making it a top choice for players in the early to mid game. T 0.5 performs well in terms of functionality and damage, but is still slightly inferior to T0 level characters. The T1 role has obvious advantages and disadvantages. It performs well in the comfort zone of employment, but its versatility is poor. T2 is not a high priority in the early game or is weak in the early stages, and it is difficult to see outstanding performance in the late game. It is not recommended as an option in the early game. This ranking list takes into account both early game and mid to late game strength. The content is for reference only. It is recommended to watch the full video tutorial before using this ranking list for better gaming experience. Okay, so that is the description there. Pretty much T0 is absolutely insane. T0.5 is also very strong, but not as strong as T0. T1 is, they're pretty good, right? They do their job pretty well. And then T2 is pretty bad. So let's start off with the main DPSs here. We have Nanali and Chiz, who are tier 0. They just do so much damage as on-field DPSs compared to the other characters that they are by far the best, especially with their best in slot arcs. They are also very simple to play. You pretty much use your skill, your ult, and then you spam basics until they don't have their ult anymore, and then you swap off. Nanali will also be the first character I make a guide for, so make sure you hit that subscribe button and get notified when that video goes live. Next, in tier 0.5, we have Baikang. He is a very strong dot DPS. He is not as strong as Nanali or Chiz, but for you daddy players out there, he is absolutely perfect. Skia and Mint are very simple to play, but because they are A rank characters, their raw stats and kits cannot compare to S ranks. But if you want to play them and you enjoy playing them, then you should definitely do so. I haven't played with the Jellyfish Girl yet, but she seems to be in the same boat as Skia and Mint. Next up, we'll look at the burst DPS characters. In tier 0.5, we have G1 and Daffodil. They are both very strong burst DPSs. They swap in, they do their burst damage, and then they swap out. Ji-Yuan relies on building her flower stacks at the bottom of the screen. She can also heal if you have one dupe in her A2. Daffodil helps you break the boss faster and deal big break damage. However, Daffodil did get nerfed, otherwise she would be in tier 0, but she is still very strong, guys. Do not count her out. She is still very worth using your selector for. In tier 1, we have Hathor and MC. They are both very good burst DPSs. Hathor is literally all damage, relying on building her feather stacks, then using her ult, and then burning those feather stacks to deal big damage. MC is very good for S per cycle reactions, as their skill fully fills their S per cycle meter to activate the anima reactions like Blossom and Remora very quickly. Now let's talk about the support characters. So support characters pretty much encompass healers, shielders, as well as buffers. In tier 0, we have Sakuri, who is by far the strongest support in the game. Not only does she give your team an attack boost of 30% of her attack for 20 seconds after she uses her ult, she also has the best grouping and crowd control abilities in the entire game as of right now. She is a must pull, a must use your selector on for those meta players. Then we have Haniel at tier 0.5. She is also an attack buffer, but she only buffs 10% of her own attack. Keep in mind that she is an A rank character, so her stats are definitely lower than Sakuri's. And she does not have any crowd control, so you can clearly see why Sakuri is far superior. We do get one copy of Haniel for free, and you can use her if you don't get Sakuri. In tier 1, we have Fadia and Skia. Fadia absorbs some of your on-field character's damage, and she can heal herself with her ult as well, making her a very strong tank character for your team. Skia can apply off-field damage, and that's pretty much all he does as a support character. Last, we have tier 2. We have Adler and Edgar. Adler pretty much just applies a shield with his skill, and Edgar heals with both his skill and his ult. Overall, guys, I think this tier list is a very good representation of the current meta and where each of these characters stand within their respective roles. Don't take this to heart though, right? If you just like playing a certain character, then play that character. Pretty much every character can clear the end game with enough investment and some skill. Alright, that's it for this video, guys. If you found the video helpful or you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We have about 3 days left until the launch of NTE on April 29th. Make sure you comment down below to enter my 2 monthly pass giveaway for NTE that I'm going to be giving away live on stream. I stream every single night, guys, so if I don't see you on stream, then I'll just see you in the next video. Bye!